All right, guys, here we go in 3, 2, and 1. There we go, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. Oh man, I was rushing. Just finished watching one of my buddies, Crypto Road Dog. Dude is so entertaining. Love his show. Very entertaining. It's a little different, but very entertaining. And it's like, oh man, I gotta start my show already. So here we go, guys. I'm gonna start doing some shows. Right now it's 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to start doing some of these shows around this time. That way, of course, I can get everybody on the West Coast. And it's right after Road Dog's show. And what I'm trying to do is more than likely do a live stream around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on certain days. And then hopefully push everybody to Road Dog so y'all can see who he is, what he's about, and all the alpha that he provides. In there, he has his own community, and this community, it does coins that they can make you a lot of money. They can make you a lot of money. So definitely check him out. Again, it's Road Dog, and it's really good. All right. So let's go ahead and go. Do I have that even on my stream deck? If I don't, I need to put him on. I used to have him on my stream deck, but then I ended up changing my stream deck around due to resetting my computer. And let's see here. I don't have him yet, but I need to add him. All right, guys, here we go. Let's do this. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition. Once again, it is 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not sure what time it is your time, so let me know in the chat. But it's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. Here we go. We're looking at crypto bubbles. We're looking at crypto bubbles. And right now on the daily time frame, green. Nice day that we ended up having. And Road Dog, I'm gonna go ahead and add him to my stuff right now. And let's go ahead and add him to this. And for those of you who don't know, here is his channel. There we go. And I'm actually going to put him right now on my stream deck. I always forget to do it. I have it written down on my notebook, but I always tend to do something else. And I only remember when I'm doing a live stream. So I did add him on here. And I'm adding his picture as well. Road Dog. All right. So for proof, there he is, my man, Road Dog. All right. So let's go and get started, guys. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. If you have any questions regarding trading, let me know. It's very important. Trading, knowing how to trade is extremely important. That way you're not, fumbling around and, oh, should I buy, should I sell? And then texting people and not knowing what to do. Here's what I do. I show you how to trade. All right, so on the hourly time frame, not so good. We're gonna look at Bitcoin and also a few other coins that I'm looking at, in addition to coins that you're looking at. All right, so let's go and get started. Let's look at Bitcoin. Now, I did think Bitcoin was gonna go down. It's either up, down, or sideways. I heard one YouTuber say, yes, it's going to go up, but if it does this, it's going to go down, and then if it doesn't do this, it's going to go sideways. And in my group, I'm about 85% spot on with these calls of either up, down, or sideways. Like, shouldn't you be 100%? Because the price is either going to go up, down, or sideways. So here, because of this pretty nice drop, I was thinking that we were going to retrace about 50% of the drop and then come down. Instead, when it came down, it only retraced or bounced about 35%, 38%, started coming down, started doing this very boring action. And here I was saying, man, if it breaks below, because on the 15-minute time frame, I was trading this. I'll show you what I did. I was trading this, and we mentioned if it breaks below this area, not good. So start looking for shorts. If it breaks above this area, start looking for longs. And then it came up here, broke this level, which was looking really good. And right around here earlier today, I was saying, man, more than likely it's going to do probably a double top. Once it gets to this level, I'm probably going to short it. And I did. I actually started shorting it, I believe here, somewhere in here on the 5-minute time frame. I shorted it, it came up, stopped out. All right, no problem. Then it went up a little bit more, started coming down. Okay, this is where I need a short. So I shorted it because I'm thinking it's going to come down here, bounce here, come down even further, and then our decision point is going to go up or down. Now everything moved up because of this. So my thought process. Then I shorted it, it came down, and then it shot straight up, got stopped out. It's like, oh man, come on. And then now it's like, oh man, I should long it. That's like, nope, I need to see it retest this area. But since it kept on going up, coming down, now it's like, no, I already missed it. I already missed the move. I'm trading with very high leverage. And because of the high leverage, like these very small moves, I miss it. So I need to trade with either smaller leverage or be glued to the chart. Unfortunately, I was doing some editing, answering some DMs, and it just got too crazy. It's like, nope, not gonna trade it. But I am I'm in a trade right now on Jupiter. I love me some Jupiter. What coins do you love? What coins do you want me to chart? All right, let's look at the chat. Let's go and look at the chat. We have Jay Violet in the house. Jay Violet, oh man, first. Jay Violet. We have Ryan in the house. What's up, Ryan? Appreciate you, man, being here. So here, enjoy the jump from Road Dogg to TI. You need something like the turkey head. Dude, when I first started seeing Road Dogg, and I didn't know like who he was or anything like that, I said, man, that's really cool. And I started looking into it hours and hours and hours. And it's a phone app. And I was like, man, I should do that too, because it's funny. I love it when he does his eyeballs real big. And because the thing is big, like it makes his eyeballs even bigger. As I should do that. It's like, no, I don't want to copy. I don't want to copy him. But he's funny. Man, I'm always cracking up on his show. Let's see here. We got Striggerheart in the chat. We got Striggerheart. Now, I was rushing. I was actually rushing towards the very end because I got like very into his video. And at the same time, I'm doing other stuff. And it's like, what time is it? Oh, crap. I got 5 minutes. So I had to, make sure I turn on the lights and set up the OBS, all that boring stuff that we do. And so I'm not sure if, he told y'all to come over or you already know I do 12 o'clocks. But yeah, I love the dude. I said, yes, Sin is correct. Smash the like, guys. Smash the like. I greatly appreciate you for being here. We have a question already. Ryan says, simple question. I've seen people do different things when doing trend lines. Where do you start and stop? Why do people do different things? It's not a simple question, but it is a question. And one thing that I always recommend, ask questions, guys. Like this is your 1 hour of free mentorship. Ask questions. This right here, you might think it's simple. It's not simple. Trend lines are very subjective. It's just like patterns. Trend lines make up patterns. But same thing with fib retracement, fib extension, everything that we do, there's never a one way only to do it. So for trend lines, for me personally, I have to use them on pivots. So wherever the price goes up, stops, comes down, this is where my pivot, this is where my trend line starts. Now, when you're doing different time frames, you'll notice for me personally, I go on a higher time frame so I can see it much easier. I don't see all the ups and downs. And what I tend to do is the most extreme points is where I use my trend lines. And all the internal stuff or all the noise, I really don't do trend lines there, but there's trend lines there too. Here's the thing with charts, there's trend lines everywhere. There's support resistance levels everywhere. But to make it less confusing and to make your chart not look super crazy and messy, what I do is I go and I use the most extreme points. That way, everything inside it is noise. But we can see the noise and we can also draw another trend line on there if you want, or you can just kind of eyeball it, see, oh, like I see a trend line here. Once it breaks out of this, hopefully it'll come up but these are my main levels. So in reference to trend lines, the start and stop, it's where you have the most extreme points at the start of a trend, whether it's a downtrend or an uptrend. Once we start getting some charts for me, I can go more into it because it's easier to do once we have a chart. All right. Let's see here. But yeah, it's all subjective. You know, like some people may see this as a Adam and Eve. You know, you have your Adam, you have your Eve, you have your breakout. Some people may see this as a cup and handle, even though this is not a handle. The handle technically needs to be 1/3 the drop of this bow. So we would put it around right here. Some people may see this as a bull flag. You know, technically it's not a bull flag. A bull flag has to have the trend lines coming down, but people will call it whatever they want. And hopefully y'all can see what I'm referring to. Because here we have this trend line going up and this trend line going like this. Now the next question, what do you use? Do you use the candle bodies or do you use the candle wicks? Well, for me personally, I use where I get more touches. So if I have more touches on candle bodies, I'll use that. If I have more touches on candle wicks, I'll use that. Generally speaking, I tend to go on candle bodies because they're, in my opinion, stronger. Now, the next question, I know that's why I'm saying, like, there are no simple questions. The next question is, what time frame? As I mentioned earlier, the higher the time frame, the less noise. So even though it's a one question thing, notice what I did. I broke it up into several segments with a whole bunch of different variables that go with that question. If you enjoy that, and I don't just give you a very broad answer, put a +1 in the chat. Put a +1 in the chat if you like the thought process that I explain when it comes to any question. Because what I do is I literally break it down. It depends on the time. It's subjective. It depends what you're looking for as far as small moves or larger moves. If you're looking for smaller moves, well, then you can go to a smaller time frame and not worry so much about these larger pivots. You can do the internal structure, which tends to lead to the break of the external structure, whether it's a continuation or a reversal. Like, it just depends. All right. So great question, man. I love it. And that's what I want, guys. I love questions. Absolutely love questions. All right. And then here, so this, people would call this a bull flag, and it's not. It's a broadening wedge. And just depending on which way it goes, depends on which way it might break out. Now, in a bullish market, even though you have a bearish pattern, it doesn't mean that it's going to break out or break down. In a bullish market, the bullish patterns tend to work. Why? Market's bullish. In a bearish market, the bearish patterns tend to work more. Why? We're in a bearish market. So all of those things so one thing, I had a lot of mentors, guys, a lot of mentors, and they only gave one answer, which is a very broad answer. However, it depends on the market. So my downfall was I was trading the way my mentors taught me, all of my mentors, how they taught me, but they taught me in a bullish market. So when the bear market came and I see a bullish pattern, hey, I'm golden. Nope, I was wrecked. I wasn't golden, I was wrecked. So this is what I do. I show you all the different variables that can happen in a trade. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take this off. So we can actually remove our thought process. Once again, I thought it was gonna come down and it didn't, and it's okay. It's okay. All right, let's get rid of this as well. We've gone over that throughout the day. So here's the thing. This was our high. This was our low. If it breaks this, level by level, guys, level by, just like the thumbnail, level by level. Once it breaks this, I would like to see a bullish retest and then continuation up. If it breaks this, I would like to see a bearish retest and then continuation down. However, here we can see very clear reversal. Now that we have more data, more price action, more candles, we can see that we are currently breaking up, and the price came down a little bit. Now it's creating a lower high. Now we have to think, uh-oh, is it just going to dump to this area? Because we have a lot of volume here. One of the main things that I love doing is I love doing this. Probably can see it. Let's move it up. I love using the anchored VWAP. Same thing with the anchored VWAP. Where do you start it? Well, I start mine from a main pivot area. What time frame? Well, it depends on what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for something fairly tight, I go on a lower time frame. If I'm looking for a bigger move or bigger, more the macro, then I go on a larger time frame. Here we have another area right here. Wrong one. So I do it right here. So you can see it gives me two different areas. Why? Well, I'm using two different levels, or rather a range that I'm looking for the average volume. So the average volume from here to all this is way up here. The average volume from this little move is right here. Now I do have another blue line from another anchor point, and that point is way over here from the start of this pivot. So once again, like, how do you know what to do and where to put and everything else? It depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for a very narrow levels, or are you looking for the bigger picture levels? Same thing when it comes to drawing the fib retracement. You can draw it whenever you want, but if you want the larger scope of things, if you want the macro outlook for the bigger picture, longer term, well, you want to go from a swing or a pivot from the start of the move versus something like this. Look how tight this is. This is because I'm looking for a very, very tight move, very macro. I'm like going on the 5 minute. This is so that I could trade my leverage. I'm going very tiny from here to here. So these are going to give me much tighter levels, and this is due to the amount of leverage I'm using. If I wasn't using high leverage, well, I wouldn't use this. I would go and pull another level. All right, so hopefully that answered the question. I do appreciate that very much. And thank you guys for smashing the like. You are my favorite. Yes, you. Not the one behind you. Not the one to the left or to the right. You are my favorite. All right, moving on. Let's go. Automatic Beats in the house. What's up, Automatic Beats? Appreciate you, man, being here. Appreciate you greatly. Suey to the moon. You want to see Suey? Let's do Suey. Let us do Suey. Let's see here. Julian's in the house. What's up, Julian? Appreciate you guys for being here. Sugarheart says, I love fanny packs. I tell you what, man, if y'all ever see me with one of those, you have permission. This, do this. Give you a heads up. All right, knock me out. We got Medina in the house. What's up? Saying, what's up, fam? Yes, definitely, guys. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. We do this every single day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I go live on Piper Academy channel at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I'm back on my channel at 12 a.m. for the majority of the days. I'm gonna see how long I can do it before get burned out. And then I'm also gonna try to do a 9 p.m. So a 9 p.m. and then a 12 a.m. in addition to my 12 p.m. So we'll see how that goes. I love doing this, guys. I love getting these questions. My goal is just to make you guys money. And right now, I mean, we're getting ready. Pretty soon, man, pretty soon it's going to be just, everybody's going to make money. Everybody. You don't even need to know how to trade. You don't need to join my group or any group. You're going to make money regardless. Now, if you join my group, I will show you, of course, how to make money faster and everything else. And I got videos, and I'm working on more videos to where it's more updated information. I have all that stuff in the works and putting it out to my group. But if you didn't even join my group, ask me questions. This is your 1 hour of free mentorship. Well, you get multiple hours now because I'm doing this quite a bit. All right, moving on. Let's see here, going on the list. Strega again says, I get double greetings. You get 3 greetings. Welcome, Strega. Strega Heart. Appreciate you, man, being here. Appreciate you. Let's see here, +1. Thank you. Julian says, question, can you go in more detail on bullish retest? Yes. Yes, I can. So let's do that as well. And we'll actually tie that in with SUI. So bullish retest. Okay, very good. See, MG Motorsport says, hey, Joe, first time here. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you greatly. You're going to see that for me, I am very detailed. Well, you can probably already see it. Very detailed in my answers, and I love questions. So please ask me questions. I give you experience, just like Road Dog. Road Dog gives you experience. And of course, Road Dog goes with websites and everything else. For me, it's mainly experience that I provide to you. And of course, I do charts, setups. I'll let you know. Now, for me though, I don't do, and like a lot of people, they do a lot of like bullish stuff or hopium. I don't. I give you the raw deal. Like I tell you, it's not good. My personal opinion, not financial advice. I tell you, right now is not a good time to enter. Set an alert. This is when you want to enter. I'm very, very precise with my entries, my targets, my stop loss, all that fun stuff. And you'll see it. The more you watch me, you'll see the more that I do. And let's see here. Going on. Yes, very happy to have you here, guys. See, Jay Violet says it's 1:20 p.m. on a Sunday. Very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first one we're going to do is a SUI. Now, we were looking at Gary the other day or yesterday. Now, Gary, when I first did this 9 months ago, I did a video, and it's on my channel. I did a video on this. Didn't like it. Didn't like it. It's from India. They have a use case, they have a product, everything looks great. Just everything looks trash. I don't like it. And matter of fact, the last time somebody had asked me for it was in May 25th, 2024. And we were saying it needs to break above this level. It never did. Well, no, it did. It did. 4-hour time frame. It did. But I just don't like the coin. I don't like the coin. And I mean, it's come down a whole bunch. Now, granted, all the other coins came down too. So I'm not beating up on it. All the other coins came down. When there was a few people that were asking about this coin all the time, kind of like, oh man, I just forgot his name. Something C, where he's asking about Mandy, asking about Mandy coin. And same thing, like so here's the thing. When they ask me about Mandy coin, I don't just chart it. I do research. What is it? Does it have a Twitter? Does it, or an X account? If so, how many followers do they have? What are they doing? Who is it for? This and that. I do research on the coin. That way it gives me more knowledge on the coin. And then I also check well, let's go to Mandy. We'll do Mandy too. We'll do Mandy. And I believe I still have their website up. Because I check it from time to time just to see if it's rugged yet. I'm not saying that it will rug, but there's a very high possibility. Can you make money? Can you make money before then? Sure, definitely. You can make money with any coin. Let's see here. Okay, very good. All right, so here we go. Let us do SUI first. SUI, USDT. Going to MEXC, and everything is good. Let's move this over just a tad. There we go. So SUI, let's move this down as well. All right, so SUI, we kind of mapped this out already. SUI, it's in our danger zone, and it's in our danger zone. So we were looking at it here, and I do a lot of training when I'm actually doing the charts. And here, the price action was right here. And I said, you know, it can come up, down, up. This is a level that it needs to break. 4-hour candle needs to close above this level. If so, you can enter the trade. Set your alert right here. The alert must go off first. So notice all the things I'm saying. This is vital. I'm giving you very detailed instructions. Now, granted, I know I'm talking fast, but these are very vital instructions. Here we go. The alert must go off first. That's number one. Number two, we must have candle close above this level, 4.2893. Next is only enter after the candle, your alert went off, and you see candle closes here, or candle close, at least one. Then you can enter the trade. That is the thought process that I provide. Now, it didn't happen. Okay. So then next time we see it, oh, this is here. And when we saw it here, then again, we saw it around here. So when we asked for it again, and because it went up, nice retracement would be about 38 to 50%. So this is the 38 level, the first bubble. The second bubble down here is my 50%. And this is where we're expecting it to come down and bounce up. Once it does, again, we don't enter until our alert goes off and we see 4-hour kind of close above this level. Came down to our level. This was a chance, this was the opportunity for it to bounce up, break this level, and then break this level. Didn't happen, did not happen. Came down here, that's funny, I'm losing people. How did I lose people? I'm giving you alpha right now, in my opinion. So here we go. This is a level of our possible bounce. This is our danger zone. And we're getting all this from these areas over here. Here we can see a really nice zone. Here is our liquidity. There's so many different words for the same thing. You have liquidity, you have support zone, you have demand. Like there's so many different names for the same exact thing. I just make it super simple. Danger. Comes down here. Be careful. If it doesn't bounce, you know, there's a really great chance we're going to come down to our next zone or level. All the coins did this. It's not just this coin. All the coins did this. They all came down, then bounced up. Nice recovery. Made us stop here. So this is our new level. It needs to break in order for us to think about possibly entering. Came down. Beautiful retracement because we're looking at this now. So whenever you're doing this, I strongly recommend using your fib retracement tool. And for me personally, I mean, I can just see it. I've done this so many times. But we go and we put the fib retracement. Anytime I click on one of these are my favorites. You'll see it in blue over here. So in case you're ever wondering, like, what is he doing? It's always over here, it turns blue. We can go from the low to the high. Well, no, I would do it from this high. Because this is what happened. Oh, and for those of you who are just tuning in, definitely smash the like, subscribe to the channel, make sure the notification bell's on. What I do is I show you in the moment of the trade versus what already happened. I don't mentor like that because I've been mentored like that, and they show me all these indicators, all these levels. You know, this is when you want to bounce, when you want to enter. On the 0.618 or the 0.5 or the 0.382, this is when you always want to enter. But they're only saying that because it bounced and they know what happened. But when you're in the moment, you don't know what's going to happen. So what I do is I show you as if we're in the trade at that moment. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Here, price came down, price came up. So now what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a possible 382 level. And now I say 382, 618, 0.5 without saying the 0 point, but hopefully y'all understand. I'm looking for a retracement. A healthy retracement is between the 0.382 or the 0.5. Nice retracement, bounce, goes up, perfect. Price action comes down. Fib retracement is to show us the possible, not where it will go, but the possible retracement. Comes down to the 382, breaks it barely, comes back up, creates a higher high. Awesome. Then it comes down again. Now we can adjust this because it made a higher high. Now adjust this. Now you can, so that you don't get confused, you can put it on a higher time frame and this stuff kind of goes away, but we're not going to go too much into that. Price comes down again to the 382. Again, it breaks below, barely. Now, what I'm looking for is I do not want the price action to cross this level, because this is now our new low. And what I do is I show you in very simple terms, level by level. If it breaks this, pretty good chance it's going to come all the way down here, get this liquidity or this area of movement, and maybe even this area. We don't want it to break this level. Price comes down, bounces off of this level, looks great, looks great. Now our next move, we need to break this. We need to break this in order to continue the bounce, the reversal. Doesn't even come close. Halfway, less than halfway. I mean, if we drew it this way, it's probably 38%. Then it bounced up. Then it comes down, breaks this level. We don't want it to break this level. Once it breaks this level, we have a pretty good chance. Notice my words, chance, possible, probability, because we don't know what's going to happen. Comes down, take some of this liquidity, take some of these orders, comes down, comes back up, and it can't even come up here. It's losing strength. It's losing momentum. I always picture this as a boxer or a swimmer. Now, the boxer, man, he got knocked down. He got knocked down. He gets up, he shakes himself off. He's like, all right, let's go. He's kind of moving, doing some footwork, kind of doing some jabs, and then he's winded. And he tries again, all right, I got my wind, let me go back, and he's throwing some jabs, doing his footwork, and then he comes down again. It's like, man, this dude's tough. Like, I'm getting out of breath already. Comes up, and then now he's like, how much time? Coach, how much time do I got? Coach, how much time? And now he's kind of like walking away from the fighter. He's not wanting to fight. He's giving up. Look at the momentum. Look at the strength. It's coming down. Then it tries again. But right now, he's just kind of like looking around like, come on, bell, somebody, bell. And then now he's like literally walking away from the fight. And look how far down we're coming. Again, level by level. We don't know what's going to happen. But this is what we see when we start breaking levels until now we break this level. If we break this level, this is the beginning of coming up, stair-stepping our way up to break this level. This is our main level. This right here is our other main level. Now, I don't really include the wicks. I do see them, but I don't really include them. And again, it depends on the time frame you're on. I prefer doing the daily or the 4 hour whenever I'm doing the macro picture. The higher the time frame, the larger levels you'll get. The smaller time frame, 15, 5 minute, the tighter levels you'll get, but you have more ups and downs, more pivots, more swings. And because you have more pivots and more swings, you're actually increasing the probability of more fake outs. So it's always better to go on a higher time frame, but there's always a plus or minus. But when you go on a lower time frame, you can enter sooner with the possibility of getting more fake outs. Higher time frame, you get a better entry with less fake outs. However, because you're waiting longer, your profit reduces potentially. So it's kind of like a balancing act. What kind of trader are you? Are you a more risky trader? If so, well, then you can enter on a smaller time frame. If you're a safer trader, well, then you enter on a larger time frame. And it's consistency is what's going to make you that money. All right, moving on. Here, broke this level. Not good. Came up here, couldn't even come up to this level. Didn't even try. And now got tired. Came down, broke this level. Again, level by level, guys. Broke this level, came down, starting to round out, which is good. It's still in our danger zone. It's coming up to our resistance level. And now it's coming down. But what we want to see is we want to see the break in their zones. I'm going to show you a zone. So we have this level right now. I'm holding down shift. That way it makes a straight line. I'm also going to do another box inside this box from this level to this level. This is my zone. We have stops, candle bodies perfectly, wicks that stopped. Coming up, we have candle bodies that stopped. So this is a very strong support resistance level. If the price does break this level that it's creating right now, if it does come up, we don't want to enter. We don't want to enter when it breaks this one. We want to enter once it clears this highest level. This is what we want to do. Once it breaks this level, we have another level right here. There's nothing but levels all the way through. But now we're starting to potentially change the trend. We have lower highs. We have a high, lower high, lower high, possibly a lower high. And we have lower lows. We have a low, lower low, lower low. So now by breaking this, and this is actually market structure. Now, granted, I know all these big terms. I know all these terms that other YouTubers use, SFP. Your next question might be, well, what's an SFP? And then I have to say, well, it's a swing failure pattern. Okay, next question. What's a swing failure pattern? Why do all that when I can just tell you that here is our level, here is our candle, and here is our wick. This is a level that it needs to break. Or you can even do this level up here, which would be technically correct. So let's say we have a long wick, all right here. This is an SFP, swing failure pattern. What is that? It's a fancy word for saying this is a wick. This is selling pressure. This is saying that the price might, not saying that it will, come down. That's all it's saying. Why do I not use fancy terms or fancy terminology, break of structure, a chotch, change of character? Why don't I use all that? No need to use it. Keep it simple, level by level. When you're breaking the level, it's actually a break of structure, a boss. Instead of doing all that, putting more words into your vocabulary for trading, level by level. Breaks this level, good. Breaks this level, not so good, or it's shorting. That's what I do. If y'all like that, guys, put a +1 in the chat. I really do like the fact that I see the +1s, just to let me know that, what I'm saying makes sense. If I ever say anything that you don't recognize, if I use a terminology or an abbreviation, ask me. Do not be embarrassed. There's either questions we've had before or haven't thought of yet. When I was in a group, brand new, it's kind of embarrassing. It was the one who was in the beginners group. I posted a chart, and the first thing they said was look it up. Well, that didn't help me. But then they used an abbreviation, PA. Blah, 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 PA, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, PA? What's that? So here I am for 45 minutes looking, because I don't know what to search or how to search it. And I find 45 minutes later, PA is price action. I didn't know that. PP, take profit. Sell, stop loss. I didn't know any of those terminology. I didn't know any of that stuff. So whenever I use an abbreviation, I normally say what it is. Same thing for my group. When I'm typing stuff out, I'll put SL, stop loss, or I'll put PA, price action. That way they never have to go through what I went through, confusion. So what I do is I break everything down, and I hope you all like that. I really do. All right. So we got a few +1s in the house. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. I love the feedback. I love the fact that, you know, this stuff is making sense, because that's what I want to do. I don't want to say stuff just because I know it and try to sound smart no, break it down easy. That way everybody knows. All right, moving on. So what I've actually done is I've actually trained people for like 20 plus years already. Not in trading, but I've trained people. I used to be pest control, and I was one of their lead techs. I would do videos and everything, and you know, little, not pamphlets, but like where you type it out and whatever. But I would give like different research on pests and everything like that, to where there's a lot of information. Not a lot, but you know, broke it down. Then from there, went to nursing. As a registered nurse, all these LVNs were coming up as students, and I would do the same thing. I would walk them through every single step. First, I'd ask them first, then have them show, and then I would do again, but this time I walk them through the entire process. Same thing here with trading. I take nothing for granted. I assume you know nothing, and that's not an insult. That's so that I, as a mentor, don't skip anything that you may not know, because you might be embarrassed of asking the question. There should be zero. Like I said, there's either questions we've had or we haven't thought of yet. It's that simple. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Joe, I just want to know a bullish retest. Yeah. Sometimes I go on, and I apologize. Well, not really, because all this is training. All right, moving on. So here, we're coming up, and now the bullish retest. Here we go. If the price action breaks above this zone that we have, comes up to more than likely this level of resistance, comes up to about here, and then retraces. More than likely it's going to retrace to here, because we have a very nice support, very nice. If not, maybe even here. But let's just say it retraces to here, to our level, and then starts coming up. This is a retrace. Now, I do have, and I'm going to put this on the screen so y'all can see that. This is one of my training videos, retest. Of course, I have my own group, and I have a bunch of videos that are 2, 3, 4 minutes long, because I know that everybody's time is very valuable. So in my VIP group, I have these videos very short, one topic, one subject, 4 minutes, boom, flat out. I give you all the information. But I do want to show this to you. That way you can have this information. So let's see here. So actually this video, let's come up here to this. This video is 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. This is one of my training videos. Now, I strongly recommend you take a screenshot of this. There is a definition, a textbook definition, where the price has to come back down to the area it broke out from. So it breaks out, then it retraces to the area it broke out from, and then it bounces up. That is the textbook retest definition. Now notice my definition. Now, of course, the breakout is when the price action breaks out of a pattern, trend line, support resistance level, breaks out. It goes and it closes above the level. Now, a retest, my definition, I need to point this out to you, is when the price action is the next candle after the breakout. So let me draw this. We have the level here. We have the candle that broke out. The next candle after the breakout, as long as it does not re-enter the pattern, trend line, support resistance level, meaning that it can come down, but it doesn't have to come down to the area it broke out of. So let's say we have another candle here, and right now it's still going up. Another candle going here, and then it starts coming down. And let me do another one. That way it's a little bit easier to see. And then another candle let's say a really nice big candle right here. Really nice big candle. So right now, this is the breakout and it's moving. And you're waiting for a retest, a bullish retest. Then the next candle comes down, and the next candle comes down, and it does not come back down to this level. Instead, it changes direction. Let's move this over here. It changes direction, and it starts going up. But you're waiting for it to retest per textbook here. And then we have another candle, and then possibly another candle. And you're waiting for it. Okay, I'm waiting for it to come down here. Now, in the bull market, we are going to be lucky when a full-fledged bull market, bull run. Take note of this, guys. This is going to make you a lot of money. If you're waiting for a bullish retest and you're expected to come down, when we have this so much FOMO in the market, when the price comes down, we're going to be lucky if we get about a 38% pullback. On average, we get about a 25 to 38% pullback. And then it continues going up. And you're still waiting for it to go to your golden pocket, 0.5618. And it shoots up another 40, 50, 80%. And then it retraces about 38% now. And then it goes up and you're waiting for this. Doesn't happen. So my definition is right here. When the price comes back down, stops, makes a pivot, and starts going up. Now, the next question, again, there's so many different variables. And what I try to do is I try to answer each question depending on the variables. So the next question should be, what time frame? Good question. Not only that, but how many candles that go up is a retest? Excellent question. So for me, if you want, again, depending on your risk tolerance, if you want a safer entry, you go on a higher time frame. 4 hour is perfect. If you want a more riskier entry, you can do a 1 hour, or you can do a 15-minute, depending on your risk. The higher the risk, the greater the reward. So if you go and enter on a 15-minute time frame versus a 4 hour, you're going to enter much sooner, but you may get stopped out, or you may, get tricked and then now it starts coming down and now you're waiting a long time versus somebody waiting for 1 hour or 4 hours. Now, in reference to the retest, how many candles? 3 to 5 candles. 3 to 5 candles that are coming up. So you may gotta wait 12 hours. Depends on your risk. It's much safer because now you know for sure you have a much higher probability that this is an actual retest versus if you wait 3 candles on a 15-minute or a 5-minute time frame and it starts going up and up and up, and then it tricks you, starts coming down. If you're on a higher time frame, you'll see that more time has passed and you can see more confidence in the actual trade. So to answer the question, 3 to 5 candles after a pullback, and then we see a pivot. What's a pivot? A pivot is when the price is going in one direction and it stops and it changes direction. There you go. All right. So hopefully that helps out. I do greatly appreciate everybody who is here. We do this every single day, and I'm going to start trying to do my best at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to show just stuff that, in my opinion, this is experience right here, because you don't get this from a textbook. You don't get this from a website. You get this from experience. So if you enjoyed the retest, put a +2. Put a +2 in the chat if you enjoyed the retest. Now, if this is different or brand new that you've never heard before, let me know in the chat. Let me know that you've never heard of a retest explained like this, because that would also help me with my feedback if I'm teaching something that you haven't seen before, or if you have seen it and people explain it exactly the way I did, different time frames, the amount of candles, what a pivot is, what, the definition of a retest. Let me know. All right. Let's see here. Going down the list. Let's see here. It's 420 Motorsports. 420 East Coast. Nice. It ain't no 420. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Ryan says, I trust you and Road Dogg. It's very difficult to know who to trust in the Wild West. So true. So true. There's so many people out here and to me, it kind of gets me, because I'm over here doing my thing, trying to show people the right way. And then you have other people that aren't. And they have 1,500 people, 2,500 people watching their live streams. And I go and I look at mine, it's like, I think I'm gonna go, guys. I got stuff to do, because I literally stopped what I'm doing to try to make people money. But, got to put in that work. See here, simply learning how to read charts and use tools can be confusing. 100%. Others tell you what to do, but don't care. Yeah, 100%. And not only that, but they don't even use the tools right, or they don't explain it correctly, or they only explain it in one direction. Bull market. They don't explain the bearish when, because the stuff that we're teaching you right now, it's different, way different in a bear market. As I explained earlier, the bullish patterns play out way better in a bullish market. I've never heard anybody say that before. I mean, they may have, but I never hear anybody say it. The bearish patterns, they play out better in the bearish market. There's a lot of times when the markets are doing great and I see bearish divergence, I'm entering. And I tell my people too, there's bearish divergence, I'm entering. If it does retrace, it's going to probably retrace to our support level and then come up. Sure enough, it does, because we're in a bullish market. All right. MG says, perfect. That's what we need live right now. Explanation. Yeah. And that's what I do. I show you in the moment. And man, there are so many people out there that show you after the fact. I show you, because that doesn't help. Look, it bounced off of this and it bounced in this one you want to enter. Why didn't you tell me when it was happening? Because they don't know, because it can come down. Yeah. Let's see here. We got plus ones in the house. Plus ones. We got love it. Thank you. See here. See, John says, just came in to smash the like. That's all I need, brother. That's all I need. Thank you, John. Kelly in the house. What's up, Kelly? Kelly says, late to the stream. Helpful. SUI explanation. Very nice. Thank you. Hey, we got All Set. What's up, All Set? Thank you for being here, man. Thank you, man. So happy everybody's smashing the like. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Let's see here, going down the list. Julian says, thank you. That was fantastic answer and explanation. Thank you, my friend. See here. Dion says, yes. Yeah. Like I said, I literally break it down in the most simplistic way, because that's how I learn. When I see all these different things, like, why? Why not just keep it simple? This is all we need. This stuff right here. That's it. This is all we need. See here, 450 now. See, Kelly says, I only watch you, Road Dogg now. Sometimes Frankie Candles, lots of nonsense people on YouTube. 100%. And thank you. That's a huge compliment. Huge compliment. Thank you. Hey, we got Road Dogg in the house. Road Dogg says, smash the like. And yes, thank you. I lied. I was already subscribed. Yes. Yeah. And like I said, guys, this is what I do. I do this every single day, multiple times a day, because my goal is to make you money. Now, one thing I do want to see, we went over bullish retest. We went over SUI or SUI. One thing I do want to go, and I want to look at Mandy again. So this is Mandy. All right, so this is what I was saying earlier. They showed this, or they asked about this about 2 days ago, and the price was here. Now it went up 167%. Can you make money on these coins? 100%, 100%. Now, of course, what I do whenever I get a coin that I'm not familiar with, I always do research. At the time, it was 1.2 million, went all the way up here to 3.23 million, came down pretty hard, but I mentioned this earlier on today's show, price action looks good. And when Road Dogg was looking at this, I agree with him 100%. This looks good. I'm not gonna lie. And I haven't said it prior to seeing Road Dogg. I said on my show earlier, this looks good. We have a low, granted it did break the low just barely, but now we're having higher lows. This is showing strength. It broke this level, like I always teach. And here we have a double top where now it'd be okay if it pulled back here to this level, which would also be from here to here, roughly about 50%. That's healthy, that's strong. Now that what we need to do is we need to break this level. So if we were going to enter this trade, knowing that we have a double top, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do Alt J, creating this level right here. If we wanted to, we could enter once it breaks this. And for 1 hour, we can do a 1 hour. Because this moves fairly fast because of the market cap. And that's another thing I show. I show the market cap. The market cap is very important. The lower the market cap, the faster it can move up and down. So knowing the market cap is important. And I'm going to show you a very, very key thing about Mandy. 1 second. You could enter here, very high risk, because, well, let's go and just draw it out. Price action could come down, as we mentioned, to this level, come up, and then come down again. What is it doing? It's creating a lower high. So we have a high, then a double top, or you can just go to this one, lower high, and then now what it needs to do is it needs to stay above this level. Let's go ahead and just do Alt J again. Alt J, and let's change this one to a white. Let's see, let's try that again. Come over here, change this to a white. So this is our support. We don't want to break in this. If we break this, I'd recommend selling. You could be down 40, 50%. I'd sell it anyway, because then this may be when it dumps. Why do I keep on saying dump? Well, we come over here. Now I do have this site right here is by far the absolute best. Oh, and Road Dogg, I finally put your thing here again. Finally did. So you are prepared. I got my 3 favorites. All right, moving on. Let's see here. I strongly recommend signing up. This is the absolute best. And I actually have videos on this, guys. I have videos on my channel that are going to make you money. I mean, that's not financial advice. That's the only thing I can say. I have videos that are going to make you money. Sign up to this platform and you can have access to this. What is this? This is what can probably save you a whole bunch of time. So let's go ahead and drag this up. Let's go ahead and click on this. You don't need to drag it up, but I just drag it up for dramatic effect. What's this? These are called bundles. If you hover over this one, or you can actually click on it, it shows you this one person has all of these wallets. Why is that important? They can dump on you. This is what I'm trying to scream. The sky's falling, but not really. It's bundled wallets. Literally. Why does that matter? Well, let's just look. 2.6. So we'll say 2, 4.5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, say 14. This person holds 14% of the coins. That's a lot. Okay, well, how about this one? We click on this, we come over here, scroll all the way up. This person has 1.5. Oh man, messing me up. 1.5, 2%, and I missed one. So we just say 4% total, 4%. This one, same thing. I wish I could do it without, if I double click, no. Because every time I do this, it puts on other ones. But for this one, we have, we'll just say 1%, 1.5%, 2%, 2.5%, 3%. So this one has more than 3. Like, I'm doing it too fast, but this is what you do. So this one has a lot. This one has a lot. This one has a lot. Multiple wallets. This is why it's dangerous for this coin. Can you make money? Sure. We just showed you you could. Get in and out. That's all I'm trying to say. Get in and out. Now, another thing that I want to show is the top 10% or the top 10 holders hold less than 30%. So this is good in a sense. However, we already saw that one of them held what, 13%? Another one held like 6 or 8%. That's a lot. That is a lot. And just be careful with this coin. Be very careful. Once again, can you make money? Sure. For me, I wouldn't enter the trade till here. Candle body closes 1 hour. Candle body closes above this yellow line. If it does come down here, I would need to wait and see it come up, come down, come up, break this level, then I can enter. But if it breaks this white line, I'm out. I don't care if I'm down 50, 80%. I don't care. I'm out. Because then this is, probably come way down here. All right. So hopefully that made sense. See here, I'm seeing green. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. So let me go with the chat really quick. See, Ryan says, when you research a new coin, what steps do you take and what are you looking for? Great question, man. For example, this coin, I knew nothing about it. Now these coins, they are higher risk for starters. So what I do is I come over here to this site. The link is in the description and also the link is in the message that I just did. But I go to their X and I see how many followers they have. I see if they're active. I see if they're posting at least once a day. I see if there's engagement. They may have, let's say 30,000 people, but they're only getting 4 likes. There might be some buying of members there or followers. Now, if there's, let's say 200 followers of Mandy, for example, and there's 30 likes, well, that's pretty good. There's comments and everything else. Now, granted, all this stuff can be bots. You can buy likes, you can buy comments, you can have bots automatically comment on the stuff. So even though they have like 30 comments, what I would do is I'd click on the comments and read them. See if it's something that somebody would post, like, hey man, I really like this coin, it's going to the moon. That's good. But I hear Mandy coin is the next whatever coin. Suspicious. And then they just get, more and more not real. But now let's say there is a coin that I don't know about. For example, let's go to all-time high. Well, I remember it all-time high, but it's Ether. I think that's how you pronounce it. I know nothing about it. First thing I do, I come over here and I look at the all to see how long it's been around. Has it been around for over a year? If so, are they on exchanges? I've seen some that have been around for 3-4 years and they're barely on 2 exchanges. Why? That's not good. And then the market cap is really low. Why? That's not good. Are they partnering with people? I look for recent news. There's a whole bunch of steps that I go in. And granted, we already extended our time today, but tomorrow, definitely ask the question again. I will go more into detail, and I have videos on this. Like, if we come over here to my channel, like all these questions are very common questions and questions that everybody should be asking. Everybody should be asking. Oh yeah, I also have YouTube memberships. These YouTube memberships, they help support the channel. So if I'm providing value to you and you don't really want to join the VIP, which I don't know why, but you just want to help support the channel, you get access to some of my VIP videos. I trickle them down. The higher tier you go on the membership, the more you get. Just makes sense. But I do want to show you, there's a lot of videos on here that are going to make you money. Period. I show you how to research. I show you how to do fundamental analysis along with tokenomics. Like there's groups that I join just so I can see what kind of tokenomics they do and how they do it, what websites they go to. And then I provide that to you for free so that you can learn how to do all this stuff. Don't get wrecked with the mentor, part 2. Don't get wrecked with the mentor. Watch those videos. Every video you watch, smash the like, leave a comment. Very important. This is your paying it forward for me showing you how to do all this stuff. Here, tokenomics. I talk about token unlocks. This was a question that was brought up earlier on my show about token unlocks. And man, like today's show, my live stream at 12 p.m., there was so much alpha in that show. I strongly recommend everybody watching it. Now, granted, it's an hour, but I give you nothing but solid, just alpha. Smash a like, leave comments, ask questions. I'll save those questions and hopefully put them for the next live stream. Here, tokenomics 101. Don't get wrecked. This is a very important video. This man, if you don't watch any of my videos and you only watch one, this one right here, 3 key factors: volume, liquidity, and order books. These 3 factors are rarely talked about, but are so important so that you do not move these coins. Now, all these coins that have a very low market cap, and all these people on X are posting, you can get up 15x and 20x and blah, blah. This is part of the research. What's the market cap? For me, that's the first thing I look at. Whenever I'm getting people asking me for tokens, if I'm not familiar with that token or I haven't done it in a while, first question I ask, what's the market cap? That is the number one thing I have to know, because that determines how fast the price action can move, how high my targets can be that are reasonable. And if it's a very low market cap, well, then I know that I need multiple targets depending on how much I'm going to put into this coin. All these different things are different variables that you need to know in order to be successful in this trading. Let's just say you bought $500 worth of a low market cap coin. You skyrocket the price. You didn't know that this video is going to help you. Then you have 2 targets or maybe even 3 targets. And you notice that, 10% of your order gets filled and then the price comes down. And then you wait like a couple weeks and then 20% of your order gets filled and it comes down. Why is it getting filled? You have too many here. That's why. I explained all this to you. You need multiple 5, 8, 10 targets. I'm here for you guys. I want to make you money, plain and simple. And watch these videos. These videos are going to explain how to do, man, if I were you, binge watch them. However, you must treat it as if it's a final exam and everything depends on it. Everything. If you just watch it with a bag of popcorn, it's like, oh, that's cool. Oh, I didn't know that. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Treat this as if it's a final exam and everything depends on it. and take notes, have different color pens, have highlighters, rewatch the video multiple times, add to your notes. Then when the trading's not great, go back to your notes. And not only that, but join me every single day. I'm trying to go live more so that you can ask these questions and you can get, you know, actual experience versus, you know, like a website. My mentor, he would literally read a website. You know, I show you what works. I show you the experience. Bag of tacos. All right, let me catch up in the chat really quick, and then we are ready to go. Let's see here. Yes, definitely. Piper Academy. I'm also on there Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So on Mondays, I'm on Crypto Coin Mindset. I'm on his show Mondays at 11. Then I do my show at 12. And then I should do Piper Academy at 4. And then I'm gonna start doing my live stream more than likely at 9 and at 12. If not, maybe not the 9. So on Mondays, very busy. Then throughout the Tuesday through Friday, it's 12, 4, and then probably 12 midnight. And then Saturday and Sunday, more than likely 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 12 a.m. But like I said, I really want to do these 12 o'clocks. The 9, it might be a little too much. I might get burned out really quick. We'll see. All right. Let's see here. Motor says, thanks. We'll watch after the stream. Yeah, man, this right here is so many videos in here that, like, this video is a great one. How to trade without emotions. Man, watch out. And again, smash the like on each video, guys. It does, man. It helps out. Leave comments. It helps. Post it on Twitter. Shoot, man. That really helped. Let's see here. Yes, smash the like. Yes, definitely, guys. Thank you very much. All right. Very good. Oh, thank you, man. That's awesome. All right, guys. That's all I got for today. I greatly appreciate you for spending your time with me. Right now it is 1:12 a.m. Not sure what time it is your time, but it's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. Let's make this the best bull run ever. And if we don't get these crazy moves like we're expecting, well, we'll learn how to, well, we already know, but we'll be showing more on how to short the market with very low leverage. I manage my risk, and I will show you how to manage your risk. And it's much easier when you're trading with lower leverage than crazy high leverage. With that being said, guys, I do thank you very much. You guys are the best, and you're my favorite. Appreciate you. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much. If you are a member already, I would love to see some bingos and a bangos in the chat. And if you're not a member, consider being a YouTube member. Again, it's not the VIP. It just helps supporting the YouTube channel. Consider doing that. I'm here for you. Gonna make money with you. And let's get it, guys. Let's get it. All right. That's all I got. Thank you so much. Put those bingo bangles in the chats. If you're not a member, type it out. Appreciate you greatly. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Everything that I say is from experience. This is what's going to save you so much time, so much money, and so much effort. Like, it's super important. Now, if you're in the VIP, I have videos that are 3, 4, 5 minutes long on average. If you want to make money, I will show you how. I would offer the free group, but it's already full. I have a huge wait list. So more than likely, if I do let 3 or 4 people go, the spots are filled. Not only that, but when people do sign up for the VIP because they're making money in the free group, I am very invested to make you money in this free group so you can get the VIP. When those people leave the free group and get into the VIP, well, there's just so many more people that are trying to take their spot. I would strongly recommend getting the VIP. You're gonna make money. Now, granted, none of this is financial advice. It's never hopes and dreams and empty promises, nothing like that. See what I do. See if this makes you money. I give you my real life experience based off of my trainings, based off of my teachings, what I would do at that moment versus what everybody else does. Because They want to sell you their course. They want to sell you all that stuff. I show you that my stuff works. Do we win? Yes. Do we lose? Sometimes. That's part of the game. But what I do is I show you all this so that you can see, oh man, I lost today, but Joe said he lost too. So it's okay. That's what I want you to realize, guys. If you like the content that I provide, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and leave me a comment in the comment box. And I'll see you on the next video. And as always, let's make this money. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. See ya.